I'm over waiting for this to hit where it needs to hit. I'm gonna just start playing the line. I'm gonna start playing the bands. This, I don't. I would have made plenty of money today had I known that it was just gonna stay in the lines. It always ends up being that way. I guess this would have been the time to play that game. Oh man. It's like the psychology is of late. It's like all I need to do is think about exactly what I need to do and then just do the opposite, and I would make so much money. I would be doing so well. I don't even know what to do anymore. I mean, logically, if I'm just following the plan, I'm just gonna
Order canceled.
sell here, go back in for an entry, but like, man, I do not want to place my stop loss like way up here and have it hit. Technically, S&P is on a bullish inside day up, so it should just technically start upward trending even if it stays relatively within the bands, but like, even though my target is VWAP here, I don't know, like, it's a rough one. Everything I do is losing, so it's like not instilling much confidence for me to do really anything, which is also not a good situation to be in, but yep, it's really about to do this. That's what I was hoping it would do, right? I was hoping it was gonna buy in here, bounce the way it does right here, off of the +1 except for the negative ones, and then just continue down, except it does the opposite. If I can figure out where my psychology is and do the opposite, which I just cannot I can't figure out the why and why this happens. Because even though I have the information that tells me it's going to be an inside day up, yada yada yada, when I do that, it goes the exact opposite way. It's been like, I don't know if I've just been unlucky, or what it is. It's just, man, it's like everything I do. It's like if I did this, it's just the perfect exact opposite. Why did this happen? If I were to have taken a long and then this would have went down a VPOC, I would have felt like an idiot because it would have touched trend line and went down to its VPOC. But instead, it's just doing the exact opposite. Dad did it today. I just didn't want to do the same thing I've been doing, which is buying into drops. Because that's exactly what took me out of the race last time. Is I put a buy in once it hit like below a certain range, and like a point of interest. I don't remember exactly what my confluence was, and then it just kept driving down and down and down, and then I got stopped out for like my maximum loss for the day, like voluntarily, of course. But and then if I would have placed pretty much any trade right after I hit my DRB, it wouldn't have stopped me out because it didn't go any lower. But it's just like, if it's not this, it's that. It's like just really, really annoying. It's like no matter what I do, it's like the wrong thing. I feel like every time I win, it's just like super lucky. Not the fact that this trading is just a probabilities game. I just feel like it's just super lucky, and even when I do get lucky, it just feels overshadowed by the fact that no matter how no matter what the luck involved is, it's like my losses are just still massive pile-ups. I never exceed my daily risk budget, which is like, I guess hats off to me or trophy or something, but participation award, but like I just cannot actually generate a profit when you're looking at a long-term solution or like a long-term overview, like in a week, in a month. Like it's negative. And really all I need to achieve my goals, my first big goal, is to generate $250 per account per week. And right now I'm only working with one. But can't even do that. No. Not when I'm accumulating $300 losses in a week. I mean, it's the start of a new week, and that's awesome, but, you know. Shit, man. It's always right in front of me. But I never got to capitalize on it. The only positive thing I considered is that I didn't lose a bunch of money, which is awesome, and, you know. That's an optimistic point of view, but when you're not making any relevant amount of money day by day, it's just, man, that's taxing. Alright, I stepped away for a little bit just because I was not going to be taking any stupid trades. And yeah, just seething over the market and then making trades I shouldn't make. The market did end up somewhat doing what I wanted it to do, and it might do exactly what I think it'll do still. It's just at this current point in time, I'm just going to throw my thoughts out. So I entered that second trade right here after I got stopped out, just because I didn't want to miss it if it made a downward trend, and then I set that close stop loss and ended up getting stopped out for like a $6 loss. Had I actually played to one of my original game plans where I used like a dynamic stop loss, so if I enter here, I drop it down to VWAP, I account for the point difference. It was like a difference of 8 points from 6509 to 6501. That's like 8 points. I most likely would have gotten stopped out right there, right on the dot. You can see there's like support levels right here at these pivot points. And had I waited a little bit longer to figure out that this was a potential resistance point entered here, it would have ended up pretty much doing more or less what I wanted it to do, where it's kind of on the downward slope towards prior day session VPOC. So, I mean, you know, I didn't get the move, and I haven't really lost money today. But I was like technically right, I guess you could say, just wrong timing, because this traded within range, and now that we're in the post-lunch session, essentially it's like 2:08 Eastern time right now, 2:10, basically. It's kind of just heading towards that way. I'll pull up the actual range trader so you can see this as well. So, not what I wanted to do. Here's the VPOC I was mentioning, as well as the buy zone here. And from this VPOC, it's slowly making its way down. What I didn't account for was basically the fact that, and these numbers do get in the way, I'm trying to show this. I wasn't expecting it to dip up really hard. I was kind of just expecting, you know, since we had the pivot points at here roughly, that it was going to drop, but not before it made a higher point of resistance. So yeah, I was right technically, and I mean this does definitely have its chance to hit down here at like the 640-80 area, probably right around this area right here, where the cluster of the prior day session has occurred. And then even potentially, depending on it, there's a bigger move today, dropping down here. So, I don't know. Having a wider stop loss would have proven this point. But it's always hard to say, because, you know, when I'm wrong, you know, I lose all that, and I do that all the time, where I set a wider stop loss with prospect of like breathing, just like this did, where it came up and now dropping down. But I mean, it is what it is. I do kind of feel good though that it is kind of going the way I wanted it to. This is like kind of a learning experience. You know, I've been trading for almost a year now. This is kind of expected, that this kind of stuff does happen. It's happened to me before, where right intentions in the wrong time. So, well, anyway, today is left off with a $6 loss. I'm considering this just pretty much a $0 day. I don't really take to heart any of these small losses like that. I just started a subscription with an integrated journaling platform. It's called TradesViz. I'm able to pretty much integrate this directly into NinjaTrader with my prop firm account, and this is gonna help me better journal my day-to-day trades, as well as an overview for the month, because honestly I don't particularly care about each and every day. Obviously I have my checklist for what's important during the day, but my overall profitability and not profitability is not really hinged upon each and every day so much as it is the month. Not to say that I don't get upset about, you know, losing a day or whatever, but I've been trading with this account for, I'm not really sure, I think 2 weeks now, And I'm down like $300 with a total drawdown of 2,500. So like at the end of the day, I'm doing all right. But yeah, I really wish this wouldn't have accounted for Friday's loss. Um, I wanted to start on like a fresh week instead of end on a tail end of a like a Friday of a week. But I got the journaling software Friday, and I guess it decided to account for the logs when I integrated it with the NinjaTrader platform. So whatever, I'll forget that I accounted for this day, and that'll be my first day. And then from here, we'll kind of just pick up and start going on. And then once the new month hits after this one, it'll be like a completely fresh slate. But I'm just gonna keep working each and every week out and trying to, if nothing else, just stick to my daily risk budget. But hopefully we can turn around, break even, and then start working up to some sort of profitability. Yeah, that's it. If you have any questions or just want to let me know what's up, you can just drop a comment below. And if you like what I got going on, just, you're welcome to subscribe. Anyway, thank you. See you.